If you pull down this side cover on your garage door opener, like so, you probably have a light bulb in here and it probably puts off really, really crappy light. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. One, you can't put a very high wattage light bulb in here to begin with. And two, you have this frosted cover that when it's closed kind of dulls the light. We're going to resolve that today by basically putting this light socket somewhere else in your garage. Now it all starts by swapping out this light bulb for this little plug adapter. I'll have links to this in the description. Just note, before you do anything up here, you should 100% unplug your garage door opener so you don't electrocute yourself. I'm a professional, so I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to unscrew my light bulb and carefully screw in my adapter. Voila. So I now have a plug outlet here that's ready to go anytime the garage door opener gets used. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Now at this point, you could honestly plug in just about any type of light or lamp fixture that you wanted. All you're doing is plugging it in. You could do something like this. This is just a lamp fixture with a light bulb. You could plug in a shop light, like a 4-foot shop light. Now, I did a video on this a week ago, and I made my own light fixture. And my own light fixture looked like this. It was simply a white cord ran into a box with a light socket on it so that I could plug in a light bulb. Now, the internet kind of lost its mind on me, and I think it was mostly because I did it with a metal box.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Now, inside this metal box, it's pretty basic. I just have it set up like a regular old lamp.
You can't do that.
So I don't really see any difference between this and something like this, except that this uses a metal box. And people were freaking out because I didn't have it grounded and it wasn't a code and blah, 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 whatever. So I decided to go ahead and redo it just to, get rid of the metal box part. And I finally found, after some searching online, I found what I think is honestly the exact same thing. It's just a pre-made cord. It has the hot and the neutral on it. You don't have to wire anything, and it has a couple of screw holes that you can see right there. So all I'm going to do is screw this to my ceiling and then run this cord over to that plug. And once I'm done, I'm going to be plugging in or screwing in this garage light, which is substantially brighter than a stock bulb. Now, when you pick a light, you do still have to make sure you are staying within the wattage limits of your garage door opener, and it's posted up on the side. Mine happens to support a 100-watt bulb, and this uses 40 watts. So I'm good there. I won't have any problems. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this a few feet away from my garage door opener. I'm just going to screw it to my ceiling, and then I'll run this plug over and show you what that looks like. Now for this part, I could use drywall anchors, or in my case, I was able to find one of my trusses in the ceiling, and so I have wood running right here that I'm going to go ahead and screw it to. And I'm honestly just using some, 1 1/4 inch drywall screws for this. So super, super simple, really easy. Bam. So I now have a light socket mounted to my ceiling. I did have my cord move out to the direction of my opener, which is over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this over and then get everything zip tied up nice and tidy.
There is just one more thing, Lieutenant.
And I guess while I'm here, I can go ahead and screw this thing in. Get this kind of all flat for now. Now this particular LED garage light I have does have an on-off switch, so I do want to make sure that it's in the on position. Now while I'm zip tying this up, I'm just going to run it something like that. One of the things you might say is, well, hey, you've got an extra light on the other side of your garage door opener. Why aren't you just using that? And you might see in the background these little red laser lights right here. I have a very similar setup on this side of my garage door opener, on the opposite side, and I have these laser parking lights set up. So it's kind of like the modern day tennis ball, if you would. Honestly, I think I can almost get away with just one zip tie there. I'm gonna use one to hold this all together. And then this particular fixture has an on-off switch as well. So I am going to want to make sure that that is in the on position. Plug that in. Looks like it is in the on position. It turned on. Okay. So now, yeah, we'll do something like that. I'll use my trusty zip tie gun. Okay. Done, right? Okay, there you go. That was really, really easy. That only took a couple of minutes to do. Hopefully nobody complains about this one. I don't see any issue with this from a code perspective.
You know, the code.
I don't think we're violating any electrical codes here or anything like that. It is simply a lamp fixture screwed to your ceiling with a light bulb in it. Now, obviously you could plug in a shop light or anything else with a plug, and this would work, but it turns on and off whenever you hit the sensor on the garage door opener or the sensor when the door actually opens and closes. Any of those events are gonna cause this to turn on. Really quick and simple upgrade, and I'm pretty sure you could do this on just about any garage door opener. I'll leave links to everything in the description. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.